The criminal cried as he dropped him down in a state of wild alarm. With a frightful, frantic, fearful frown, I bared my big right arm. I seized him by his little pigtail, and on his knees fell he. As he squirmed and struggled and gurgled and guggled, I drew my sneakers knee. My sneakers knee. Oh, never shall I forget the cry or the shriek that she did he. As I gnashed my teeth when from its sheath I drew my sneakers knee.
We know him well, he cannot tell untrue or groundless tales. He always tries to martyrize, and every time he fails.
He shivered and shook as he gave the sign for the stroke he didn't deserve.
When all of a sudden his eye met mine, and it seemed to brace his nerve. For he nodded his head and kissed his hand and whistled and added he, as the favor true cut cleanly through his cervical vertebrae. His vertebrae. When a man's afraid, a beautiful maid is a cheery sight to see. And it's so unglad that moment sad was stood by the side of me. Oh yeah, was stood by the side of me.
Where tale you come to sail with truth in light and breeze. Where changed exact for both respect amounts to a disease.
Now, though you'd have said that head was dead, but its owner dead was he. It sat on its neck with a smile well bred and bowed 3 times to me. It was none of your impudent offhand nods, but as humble as could be, for it clearly knew the deference due to a man of pedigree. Of pedigree. Ugh. It's silicon. Oh, I vow this deathly bow was a touching sight to see. Though trunkless yet, it couldn't forget the deference due to me.
It's for you, he speaks the truth whenever he finds it pays. And in this case, it also gets exactly as he says. Exactly as he says.
All this is very interesting, and I should like to have seen it, but we came about a totally different matter. A year ago, my son, the heir to the throne of Japan, bolted from our imperial court.
Indeed? Had he any reason to be dissatisfied with his position?
None whatsoever. On the contrary, I was going to marry him, yet he fled.
Oh, I am surprised that he fled from one so lovely.
Oh, that's not true.
No.
You hold that I am not beautiful because my face is plain, but you know nothing. You are still unenlightened. Learn, then, that it is not in the face alone that beauty is to be sought. Why, my right elbow has a fascination few can resist.
Oh, really? May I?
It is on view Tuesdays and Fridays on presentation of the visiting card. And as for my circulation, it is the largest in the world.
And yet he fled?
And is now masquerading in this town disguised as a second keyboard player.
A second keyboard player?
Yes, would it be troubling you too much if I asked you to produce him? He goes by the name of Nappy-san.
Nanky Poo!
Nanky Poo.
Nanky who?
Nanky Poo!
It's quite easy. No, it's rather difficult. In point of fact, he's training for the Olympics. No, he's abroad. Oh, he's abroad!
Abroad?
He's abroad!
Where?
Where? Twizel? Ah!
What's the matter?
See here, his name, Nanky Poo, beheaded this morning. Oh, where shall I find another? Where shall I find another?
Dear. This is very tiresome. My poor fellow, in your anxiety to carry out my wishes, you have beheaded the heir to the throne of Japan.
I beg to offer an unqualified apology.
I decide to associate myself with this expression of regret.
We really hadn't the least notion.
Of course you hadn't. How could you? Come, grasshoppers. Do not distress yourselves. It was no fault of yours. I'm sure he thoroughly deserved all he got. Besides, how could you tell? I forget the punishment for compassing the death of the heir apparent.
Punishment?
Yes. Something a-ring-a-ring, with a boring oar in it, I fancy. Something of that sort, but I'm not sure. I know it's something humorous. Not ring-a-ring. With either a boring oar or...
Melted lead.
Oh, come, don't fret. I'm not a bit angry.
If your Majesty will accept our assurance, we had no idea.
We knew nothing about it.
I wasn't even there.
That's the pathetic part of it. Unfortunately, the fool of an act says, compassing the death of the heir apparent. I'll have what she's having. In the act, there's not a word about a mistake.
No.
Or not knowing.
No.
Or having no notion.
No.
Or not being there.
No.
There should be, of course.
Yes.
But there isn't. Oh. That's the slovenly way in which these acts are always drawn. However, cheer up. It'll be all right. I'll have it altered. Oh. Next session. Oh. Now, let's see about your execution. Will after luncheon suit you? Can you wait till then?
Oh, yes, we can wait till then.
Then we'll make it after luncheon.
Oh, I don't want any luncheon.
I'll have his.
Shh.
I'm really so sorry for you all, but it's an unjust world, and virtue is triumphant only in theatrical performances.
Oh, Nanky Poo.
Yes,